We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It'll be a championship series contest here in Diamond Dynasty between the Killers and the Sluggers. It's a battle of top-tier pitchers next on the show. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder, Trey Turner.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Out in front a bit as this is sent on the ground to right at third. And he's retired here, one away. Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
The right fielder, number 19. Charlie
into
Blackmon.
The windup and the pitch. Swing and a line drive, but this is a foul ball. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Kinsler at second base. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping into the box, Rod Carew. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Robinson Cano will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And here's a ball hit in the air. Martinez is there and the side. And striding in is the second baseman Ian Kinsler now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1.
Ian Kinsler.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone to lead off the inning. Here's the third baseman David Wright. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Here we are in the first inning. We're watching adjustments be made after giving up that extra base hit. Now that's better location. He's going to have a better day if he does that.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit. I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Now here's the pitch. Well, right back at him, and it hit him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. In is Christian Yelich. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. At the plate, Isaiah Arroyo. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone.
Throws him for the strikeout. Isaiah Arroyo becomes out number 2 this inning. Victor Martinez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Swing and a little blooper to center. Seager will put this one away and the side is retired. Standing in in. Andrew McCutcheon will stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway.
Andrew McCutcheon.
This is foul right side. One strike now from Archer. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Here's Corey Seager. First pitch of the at-bat.
Corey Seager.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Standing in, Buddy Bell. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and let Freddie Freeman come to the plate. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
A high fastball is in there. Working for the punch out and the offering. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he can put the ball in the gap.
And he runs out of gas. But here's J.D. Martinez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Right fielder.
And he'll lay off fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it. A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Therefore, it is Blackman, and he's got it for the first out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
First baseman.
Infield in the overshift here now. The pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Well, clearly he's not sitting changeup with that swing. I like the early changeup. Now it sets up your fastball and all your other off-speed stuff, because now the changeup, anything's faster than that. He's got him off balance now.
And there's out number 2. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into the windup and the pitch. This is popped up, calling for it. Freeman, and he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd.
Freddie Freeman.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets. I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No, no, no. Keep it on the corner.
Kinsler's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So striding forward now, number 34 will take his first hacks here. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So stepping in, Chris Archer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Chris Archer. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Chris Archer.
Here's Cano now at second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning. So one away now, and here's Ian Kinsler.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1. 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Here's Archer on 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that's in there. Base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. Kinsler's going to keep going. He's headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. Ready for another chance. David Wright trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third. Freeman is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. A man on third with 2 down. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You got to be thinking he's going to throw that changeup eventually. He's got you 0-2, hasn't shown it yet, and you know that's his out pitch.
Archer has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Striding in once again, Trey Turner comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Trey Turner.
Way in front of a great slider that time.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. Striding in, Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Throw over to the bag. Victor gives the sign, the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Now a throw over to first. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
That's inside.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Right onto the grass, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Robbie Cano now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Now he finds himself down 2-0. It looks like he's just distracted. This is the advantage of having a guy on first base who can run.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
In there, a base hit. And he'll move up to 3rd now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. So striding in, Andrew McCutcheon, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. The 0-1 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Corey Seager. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Corey Seager.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Weakly hit towards first. To his right, Rizzo. And he is out on the... Digging in, Isaiah Arroyo. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Isaiah Arroyo.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 1 strike now from Archer. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Victor Martinez.
Digging in to try it again, Victor Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. Seager is there for it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. A fastball that just misses inside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
This is line to left, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Around first, digging for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Anthony Rizzo. And now following the 2-out double, he's got a chance to drive in a run here. This is on the ground over to first. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the... Now at the plate, Buddy Bell. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Buddy Bell.
And he'll step off and try. First pitch on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1.
Oh, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it right there in his wheelhouse.
Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Freeman.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, Matt, I'm looking at that 0-1 pitch right there, and I'm thinking he got lucky. I mean, that ball down and in, that's right in his wheelhouse. Some guys, that's a good spot for him. That is not a good place to flirt around with. I wouldn't do it again.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Freddie Freddie Freeman becomes the first out of the inning. Number 34 is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So,
well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here's Carlos Correa now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
And that's waved at and missed for strike one.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing. So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
The pitcher, number
Ready
22.
now, Chris Archer. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
He's safe.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
David Wright.
Turner is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Chris Archer comes into this at bat.
Pitcher, Chris Archer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
In there, 1 and 2 now.
1 and 2.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. There to get it is Wright. Throw to retired here to begin the 6th.
Center fielder number 7.
Riding in once again, Trey Turner. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
Here comes the 0-1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Throwing to second. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double. Digging in once again, Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Correa into shallow left, and that's the second out of the inning. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the ready for another shot now, Christian Yelich. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Digging in to try it again, Isaiah Arroyo. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Yelich is running. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Tagged by Cano, and he is out at second base. Looking to send him packing again. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. On to free play now. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... ready once again, Andrew McCutchen. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
McCutchen
takes this the other way to right. Martinez is there to put it away for out number 1. Ready for another chance. Corey Seager. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a looper to left. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Buddy Bell. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. 1 strike now from Archer. On the ground up the middle. Correa comes up with it. On to first, and this will remain. Trying to pick things up where we left off. J.D. Martinez. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Squared that one up just a little late.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1 and 2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse. Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Anthony Rizzo.
And that misses for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Blackmon going back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Stepping in, Carlos Correa. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone. In Chris Archer, third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. This is flared right back over the mound. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
We talk about that first pitch and how important it is. Well, we're watching a guy right now that's throwing 80% to the hitters right now. The first pitch for a strike. When you do that, you're going to pitch deep in the games like we're seeing right now.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in the switch hitter, number 34. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And the catch out there made by Wright for out number 2.
The pitcher, number 22.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Archer. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Nolan Arenado will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 28, Nolan Arenado.
And the first pitch is a slider here, but that's chopped foul at the plate. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Matt, this is one of those games that has that guy right there, his head scratching. He's trying to figure out, how do I get these guys going? We may see a team meeting to motivate them a little bit better.
Here's Archer on 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to Nate Jones is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Blackman is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. At the plate, David Wright hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Number 24.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal. When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Now a swing and a miss, strike 3 as Wright is gone for out number 2. Into the box now, Christian Yelich. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And 8 innings have come and gone now. So striding in, Trey Turner. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing 1 to tie. In the top of the 9th, Roberto Osuna.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Roberto.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Here's Charlie Blackman now, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Yelich. 2 down. Stepping up now, Robinson Cano. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Ozuna is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. And guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is, Ian Kinsler. it.